Let me be your millionaire money motivation for today. My name is Paul Vazquez, and you need to become an ethical millionaire. I want you to stay motivated. I want you to stay motivated to do the smart things to keep you on the path to becoming an ethical millionaire. So, what are some good millionaire habits that you should be continuing to do today and most days moving forward? Number one, you realize that there's such a thing as called opportunity cost. That means you need to take a look at your pay rate. How much money are you making on an hourly basis? If you know this amount, then you know exactly how much you should be paying somebody else that much or less to do other work for you. How long would it take you to mow your lawn? Will it take you more time than what you're paying that person for at your hourly rate? Are you overcoming that opportunity cost? Or is it cheaper for you to mow your own lawn, given that you could be spending that time at an hourly rate making money? Next, haircuts. It's a cheap trimmer, and you can actually start to get a little bit better as you go along cutting your own hair. So ask yourself, between the travel time, the wait time, getting your haircut done, how long would it take you to just buzz away every now and then? Are you paying more for haircuts than your time is worth? Now, if it is the case that you're able to find those who would labor for you for less than your hourly rate, maybe it's a good idea to hire them, but would you actually spend that additional time earning money? Or are you doing this in your off hours when you're not able to make a wage? So that's part of this opportunity cost. What is the next best thing you could be doing on your Saturday or your Sunday? Are you able to put in working hours at that point, or could you eke out a little bit of savings at that point? Next, I want you to take a look at the opportunity cost of those dollars you're going to spend. What is your rate of return in your portfolio? If you're getting a 7, 10, whatever percent return, ask yourself, are you more interested in the return that you could get compounded over the years on the value of that candy bar, or are you interested in over-consuming your daily allotment of sugar and sweets? Are you sugar motivated or millionaire motivated? That expensive car payment, are you motivated more by the eyes of those around you who maybe see your car for about a split second as they go down the road? Or are you more motivated by not paying interest and earning money on that investment instead of making car payments? Would it be smarter to buy a car for cash that is maybe not top of the line, maybe it's a little older, but as long as it's reliable, then I think you're going to be okay and you can stack that money away. What about that fancy vacation? Are you ready? Are you ready to take that fancy vacation and spend all that money? Well, maybe, but what about that senior citizen you're stealing money from to do that trip? That's right. There's a senior citizen in your future called you. And that senior citizen might not be able to work. That senior citizen might have medical expenses. Are you stealing from them so you can put your little toes in the sand? What do you care more about? Your toes in the sand right now, or protecting that senior citizen now? If you've got that $1 million in the bank and you're okay with them living off the 4% or $40,000 a year, then okay, go dip your toes in the sand. But first, take care of that senior citizen. Don't take the food out of their mouth. Don't steal from them, because they're relying on you today to fill their belly and keep them healthy and happy tomorrow. So think about that. Now, there might be some people out there who criticize this type of lifestyle, who maybe say, "Oh, you're giving up living now for being alive later." Well, I think it comes down to whether or not you are find gratitude in your everyday, or are you a consummate victim of society? Are you a consummate victim of your surroundings? Because it's very hard to be both. It's very hard to sit there and be a woe is me, be a what they call a ne'er-do-well. It's a lot easier to be a ne'er-do-well and sit there and grumble and gripe, and then you feel entitled, right? You feel entitled to take, whether it's from you in the future or you now or from others. You feel more empowered or entitled to take from others when you are a ne'er-do-well. However, if you begin to believe that you are actually doing well right now, that you can actually enjoy your everyday working life, if you can find the joy in your personal achievements on a day-to-day basis, then life is already a vacation. Now, if you're a ne'er-do-well, you probably don't see this. You probably don't understand this, and you're probably look on others who do with pity in your eyes and jealousy in the background, that they have what you don't. But the only reason they have what you don't is because they were willing in the past to make sacrifices that you weren't. That doesn't entitle you to their well-being. It doesn't entitle you to what they have because they made sacrifices that you wouldn't. It's going to be very hard for a ne'er-do-well to make sacrifices because they already feel like they've sacrificed all, right? And so the only way to make sacrifices psychologically is to first believe that you have something to sacrifice. And you can't do that if you're a ne'er-do-well. But if you can look at the world with gratitude, if you can look at your life with gratitude, if you can say, look how far I've come, even though it may not be far for others, even though for many, you sacrificing the vacations and all the fancy this and fancy that is enough to be a woe is me, well, then you're not going to be able to get to the next step of being a millionaire unless you inherit it, and blessings to you if somebody else is making those sacrifices or had made those sacrifices on your behalf in the past. You should be very grateful if that is the case. But if not, then by being happy right now can actually help you become a millionaire. By looking at the things you have, that means that you can make sacrifices. If you learn how to be happy in the everyday grind of achievement, of finding the ways to sacrifice for a better tomorrow, and actually do that, actually make those plans, fulfill those plans, save enough to buy a car for cash if you need a car, buy that trimmer and haircut set for $30-$40, whatever it is. You saved up, you bought that, and now you can apply those principles and start saving money. Yes, there's going to be a point where the opportunity cost flips a little bit, where it's going to be cheaper to pay somebody else to do that. But until you get to that point, until you get that network to that point, I want you to stay motivated. And I wish you guys all the success.